Good morning, everyone.
All right, that means officially behave. That's what that means. I love the forum, events and meetings, because they're meant to be like small group. They're more intimate. We don't have to be super buttoned up. People can ask questions, and it's, much more of a lively discussion. And I know that, Nana, I know that you're probably gearing up for all things Black Friday right now. So I'm excited to have this conversation. I'm not going to do the full Naturally Austin intro because I don't know. I assume that you guys know what we do at this point. I've seen all of you at, at all of our events, but if we have not met, my name's Katrina. I'm the ED at Naturally Austin. And I'll just keep this super short. I mean, the main thing is that our forums are topic-based track. So essentially, it is a way for members to come together to learn, network around different topics, and they're member facilitated. And so Mitchell is the marketing forum lead, and Karen and Allison here will be doing the presentation today. So I think the power of the forum is that there's a lot of expertise in our community. You guys know what's changing in the environment. And so the forums give us a way to adjust quickly and be able to get content and support out to our members. So excited to be kicking things off. Mitchell, I'm gonna hand it over to you. Questions in the chat, we'll keep track of them. But yeah, Mitchell, take us away.
Hey everyone, thanks for that intro, Katrina. You basically just cut my whole script in half, so I appreciate that. Yeah, so everyone out there, if you don't know me, my name is Mitchell Dumlau. I own a company called Creative Haven, and I create video content for brands to help them grow online. And like Katrina says, Lydia and I, we lead the forum, but we also have an amazing leadership team with a bunch of amazing leaders with expertise that really just lends itself to a really powerful group. And so today you are in for a treat because you're going to be hearing from Karen and Allison from Oh My Marketing. And today we're going to be talking about basically Black Friday and Cyber Monday, total execution, a whole plan to help CPGers strategize, plan, and execute a promotion with web, paid social, organic social, and email. So again, we do this every single month, every last Wednesday. So if you know of anyone out there who has a brand or just wants to learn a bit about marketing, please let them know every last Wednesday of the month. And so without further ado, I'm going to send it off to Karen and Allison, and afterwards we're going to have a Q&A.
Thanks, Mitchell. Thanks, Katrina. Katrina, can you allow screen share? Thank you. All right. Bear with us whenever Allison and I have to present at the same time. One person gets to click, so I will be the clicker.
While we're doing that, I would just like to call out that Mitchell in the super profesh setup he's got going on with the mic, the lighting, the headphones.
So thank you. This is how I film on my podcast. Allison and Karen just was on my podcast, so that's coming out in 2 or 3 weeks. So yeah,
make sure to send me a link of that so I can help promote that.
Most definitely, yeah. Where I'm interviewing all the marketing forum leadership team, so everyone can hear more about their stories.
Cool.
All right, can everybody see my screen? Great.
Awesome. Okay, I'm going to get started with you guys today. Thank you so much for joining this month's marketing forum. If you guys don't know us, we're Karen and Allison from Oh My Marketing. We own a boutique, Austin-based digital marketing agency where we serve CPG brands. So today we're going to bring you our Black Friday, Cyber Monday total execution plan. There is still time to get this completely executed if you haven't started yet. So no worries there. Get your pen and paper ready because we're going to show you exactly how to plan out and execute a profitable Black Friday, Cyber Monday campaign. And also be sure and stay until the end because just like Mitchell said, we're going to leave some time for any Q&As that you guys might have. So let's get started. So online shopping has grown year after year with billions of dollars in revenue during Black Friday, Cyber Monday alone. So this part of the year is your chance to bank on the relationships that you've been building and fostering during the months prior and exceed your end of year sales goals. US consumers spent a record $34.36 billion online during Black Friday, Cyber Monday in 2020, and it's expected to be even more this year. So it's high time to get your piece of the pie. So let's dive in to how you can execute your most profitable Black Friday, Cyber Monday campaign yet. First things first, you need to set your goals. So if it's your first Black Friday, Cyber Monday, we recommend multiplying your stats from the same week last year by 20 to 25% conservatively to come up with your total purchasers goal, your total revenue goal, and total number of unique visits on your site. If you're newly launched, you can use store performance data from previous months to determine what's possible, like using your web conversion rate, using your traffic, and your email performance. So sources state a benchmark increase in sales year over year by 23%. So if it's your second or third or 100th Black Friday, Cyber Monday campaign, you can multiply your previous Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales by 0.23 to set your new goal for this year to align with these benchmarks. So if you've run Black Friday, Cyber Monday before, multiply by 0.23, and that should give you about an average of what you should expect this year, what your goal should be. An additional tip is break your total revenue goal down by day. So ask yourself, how much do I need to make each day to hit this goal? This is going to help you wrap your head around your goal and allows you to adjust your promos day by day. So for example, if you notice you may be low on your incremental goal for the day, you can try reminding people of your promo with a last minute Instagram story, or you can resend your email to non-openers. So people who haven't opened the promo email yet, to try to increase that goal day by day. Remember that the first and last days of your promo usually yield the highest amount in terms of revenue due to initial excitement and then final scarcity as well. So beyond sales, you should set secondary key performance indicator goals, so KPI goals, on each platform you use to support hitting your overall sales goal. For example, do you want to reach X% more people through social during your promotion? Do you want to increase your email click-through rates by X%? Do you want an increase in web traffic or an increase in overall average order value? Do you want to reduce your ad cost per acquisition by X%? So breaking down your main KPI goal of overall sales into smaller secondary KPI goals, like what we just went through above, is going to help you make incremental changes throughout your marketing that will positively impact that main bigger KPI goal.
All right, so here's what you came for, your Black Friday, Cyber Monday 5-step plan. Step 1 is lead generation. First, we're going to cover lead generation with the help of ads. So you're going to want to create an ad campaign, a social ad campaign meant solely for lead generation. You want that first party data. Ask users to sign up for your email list for secret VIP savings. And we are simply retargeting users who have engaged with us in some way and asking them to opt in to get notified of our sales. So this is just retargeting people that are already familiar with your brand. Even if they're already on your email list, this campaign builds intent to buy and drives hype. So it doesn't matter if they're already on your email list. Or let them know that, something big is coming so they can sign up for your list now in order to get access to the sale early. You want to send these users to an early bird or VIP landing page URL, and we'll talk more about that in the create assets section. But copy example for this could be just sign up for our email list by X date and receive huge early savings. And then we do lead generation with social too. So rework your ad creatives, and you can create a few social graphics to share on your social media feeds. These can be static images, videos, carousels, whatever works best for your brand. and add a call to action to send folks to your link in bio for extra savings. And you're going to send them to that same early bird opt-in page as you're sending from your ads. You want to encourage customers to tell their friends and family to sign up for the special savings as well. And then step 2 is to nurture your email list. You'll want to continue to fire off your evergreen sequences, those automations like indoctrination, abandoned cart, welcome. You want to fire off the educational content and any other value you can give to your list throughout the year via your email broadcasts and automations. We do suggest about 4 emails a month if you can swing it. But if you're tight on resources and you're tight on time, which I know a lot of us are, 2 broadcasts a month will be just fine. So just try and serve them, give them as much as you can. Always remember the 80-20 value exchange. You want to provide your customers with at least 80% value and 20% asks and sales. You should have been doing this throughout the year, or you should be doing this throughout the year, not just the month before Black Friday, Cyber Monday. But if you haven't been doing this, it's not too late. You can collect your most valuable organic content, whatever folks usually engage with the most across your pages, your posts, your social feeds, and blast it via email. Do this before your Black Friday, Cyber Monday campaign so that you can start to increase value and trust, as well as increase the likelihood that somebody is going to open your Black Friday, Cyber Monday sales emails. And then you want to secure intent and hype by sending your nurtured leads that early bird VIP opt-in email as well. So ask them to self opt-in for your upcoming sale. This is just an email that you send to them that is asking them to self opt-in to the upcoming sale. It's going to send them to the same early bird landing page as your ads and your social posts. Tag them in your email software with something like early bird Black Friday, Cyber Monday, or Black Friday, Cyber Monday VIP. So you can send this list that you're curating your offer early, or give them an even sweeter deal if you'd like. These will be your highest converting segmented audiences as they're awaiting that promotion. They signed up to learn more first. And then step 3 is to create a mouth-watering offer, something your customers, your community won't be able to resist. So think of what is almost too good to be true for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. We're going to walk through some example offers in the next few slides. So first up is the urgency offer. Give your customer a time limit and make the turnaround to purchase tight. An example of this would be, this offer is gone for good in 48 hours. Next up is a scarcity offer. This looks like this product could sell out at any moment. Get it while it's still available. Brands like Maiden from here in Austin do a really good job of this if you want to check out their marketing. And you can use this tactic if you have micro lots or low inventory as well. And the next one is a bundle offer, something like a BOGO, or even bundling a few like-minded SKUs at a discount that gives customers more bang for their buck. This is really great for increasing your average order value. And then the last thing to remember is to KISS. Keep it simple, silly. Don't overcomplicate it for your sake and for your customer's sake. Make your message simple by prioritizing a single core message that requires little to no explanation on the offer. You want to be sure and pre-test your offer pre-Black Friday, Cyber Monday, just to make sure all the functionality works, everything's working properly. Since this isn't really the time to try out any new apps. Good timing, Allison, take it away.
Oh man, the doggos. Okay, so step 4 is about actually creating the assets. So we're gonna walk through how to create each of the assets for email, social, paid social, and your website. So first up is email marketing. With your emails, get to the point quickly. These are not your copy heavy emails. These are just general. We like using simple graphics for our sales emails to quickly just get the point across, have that promo front and center. You can also catch the reader's eye by adding a flashy GIF to increase the visual interest as well. And then look back at your past email subject line data to see what results in the highest open rates for your brand, and utilize those learnings for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. We aren't really trying to test new subject lines at this moment. We're using what's worked previously. And remember, the great subject lines get you opens. That's like step one for someone to read an email. Also, ensure your entire email is clickable with an easy CTA, a call to action button above the fold. When we say above the fold, that means as soon as someone opens your email on desktop or mobile, they can see where they should click to shop the promo. You can do this by having that big graphic that's entirely clickable. You can do this by lifting up that button to be front and center, or you can also do this by just adding a simple banner to the top of your email that asks the user to click right there. Bonus tip is to use the customer's name in the subject line. If you're collecting people's first names through your lead generation, use it in the subject line. Say, hey, Karen, take 20% off for the next 24 hours. That's going to help increase your open rates. It can increase your open rates by up to 20%. So highly recommend using names. We also recommend playing on urgency or scarcity in your email subject lines. For example, 3 hours left to save, or we're almost sold out in the subject line. So your next set of assets is your social ads. So your Facebook, Instagram, if you're on TikTok, these are your ads. So lean into what you know performs well by reviewing your past winning ads. Again, you're going to save testing for the rest of the year and focus on what you know to convert. Now is not the time to test. Use what your customer already loves. And also, we generally aren't targeting new folks with our promotions. Instead, just like Karen was saying, you're going to retarget your warmest leads and your past purchasers to get the best returns. You don't want to go out and prospect new folks and give them this offer. It's not going to convert. So save targeting new audiences for the rest of the year. And then for organic social assets, you'll want to utilize posts to the feed and to stories to support your email acquisition efforts, as well as promote that sale. You can post a few different promo posts, as a lot of folks don't see all of your posts due to the algorithm. They're not going to see every single post about your sale. And you can always go back in and archive the post later. We actually highly recommend you to go in and archive any sales or promotional posts after the sale is over. And then also be sure and utilize stories to help promote your promo. You can run a story a day for a promotion. Finally, don't bury the lead. Show off your offer front and center in the creative and copy. Make it super obvious what the offer is. And then next up is your landing page. So remember, in step one, lead generation, to get all of those emails of people who are interested in your big sale. Well, we need to create that landing page in order to generate those early bird opt-ins. So you can create a simple landing page in your email client. So if you're using MailChimp or Klaviyo, you can create these simple, this example is from Klaviyo, just a really simple page that's very clear. Be sure and check it on mobile, make sure that it's optimized for mobile as well. And again, have a clear CTA, a call to action button that is above the fold, meaning as soon as they click over to see this landing page, they know exactly what they need to do. They know exactly where they need to click. Okay, now onto your website. So you need to make sure that your website is ready for a surge of traffic and that all features are firing properly. So go in, ask your friends and family to do a quick run through of your site and make sure that everything is functioning properly. I think it's really easy for us business owners or marketers to not check our site often. So ask your friends and family for support here. You're also going to want to make sure that your promo codes are working, that they're either scheduled or they're active during these dates. That's an easy one to miss. And be sure and test these codes in any apps beforehand, before it's crunch time, and before the sale starts, definitely. We also recommend that you create homepage banners to promote your sale so that each and every visitor that comes to your website knows about the promotion. It's front and center. They know how to apply the discount. They know how much the discount is. They know how everything works as soon as they arrive to your site. And make sure, again, that your web banners are optimized for both desktop and for mobile. Okay. When it comes to styles and sizing of your different assets across all these different platforms, you'll want to create a cohesive Black Friday, Cyber Monday look and duplicate that style for all asset sizes you need. For Black Friday, Cyber Monday, you do want to stay on brand, but we generally try to make it look a little more dramatic, maybe add some darker, more poppy tones in your Black Friday, Cyber Monday look, but make sure it all looks the same across all platforms. We like to use apps like Adobe Spark or Canva. They're very easy to use applications for creating social media assets, email assets, any asset, and they allow you to quickly resize. So if you haven't used Canva or Adobe Spark before, simply create one design and then duplicate it and then resize it for all the different platforms. You'll have to move a couple things around, but it should take you under 30 minutes to do so. And this is how you make all of your assets look similar and not confuse the consumer. A bonus is that these apps also provide plenty of templates if you don't have a graphic designer on staff. And here's just a quick example of a cohesive set of Black Friday, Cyber Monday assets that we use for a client. This is a Facebook banner. So this is kind of above and beyond. If you have the time, you can change out your Facebook banner on your Facebook profile, an IG post, an email. This doesn't include the ads, but the ads looked very similar to this as well. And then you're also going to use banners for your website too. But you can see we stayed on brand, but we kind of shushed it up for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Okay. Step 5 is to iron out your spend. We're going to just be talking about paid social ad spend in this slide. So how much should you spend on advertising during Black Friday, Cyber Monday? We recommend investing about 20% of your revenue goal on your Black Friday, Cyber Monday campaigns, your ad campaigns, to ensure you hit that sales goal. So for example, if your Black Friday, Cyber Monday revenue goal is $12,300 for that long weekend, you're going to want to spend $2,460 on your campaigns. I know not everyone can hit this goal, but try to get close to this 20% goal. It's going to really ensure that you actually hit that revenue goal. Again, focus on retargeting. We do not prospect for new leads during this time. Number one is because it is a very congested time of year and buying ads can get very expensive over the holiday seasons. You'll see cost per mil, CPMs, go way up over Q4. The second reason is that prospecting for new customers with such a major promotion or sale is a bad look. It's not going to look good for your brand's quality. You're also maybe going to get people who are not going to have a good lifetime value, a good customer. So we use this just for retargeting. Black Friday, Cyber Monday is just for retargeting. We're favoring our indoctrinated customers with these types of promos.
All right, so here's just a handy timeline that you can use to prepare for the weekend. Just a recap of what we've covered. So in an ideal world, this is what your timeline looks like. So from January to September, you're going to focus on nurturing your leads and building your email lists. In October, you'll want to determine your offers and create your assets, as well as set your budgets and goals. In November, you'll want to make sure those assets are finalized and everything is ready to go and get published. Then after the big weekend is over, you'll get your assets back to normal and continue to nurture your new leads and customers. But since it's the end of October, even if you don't have anything in place yet, it's really not too late. Send a few emails to your list to begin the nurturing process and get them accustomed to opening your emails, and then decide on your offer and get those as many assets as you can created as soon as you can. And then you can utilize this full timeline in 2022, next year and beyond. And that's the plan, y'all. So we can't wait to see how some of you implement these actions into your Black Friday, Cyber Monday campaigns. And before we jump into questions, we just wanted to share that the waitlist for our consumer goods growth course is open. So if you want to continue to grow your brand and start watching your community and your sales skyrocket, please go to umaimarketing.com/waitlist to apply for the course. It's primarily for CPG marketers and founders who want to learn our proven systems to grow brands online through organic social, paid social, and email marketing. And then we'll review all applications and get back to everybody if they're a good fit. But thank you again for joining us today. And we're happy to open it up for any Black Friday, Cyber Monday questions or any general digital marketing questions now.
Hey, ladies, I have a question. I'm Nana from Homescape Pets, and we do pet supplements, treats, and chews. Our supplements are CBD based, which means we can't advertise. So how do you recommend we continue to grow for Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and throughout the year when we have limitations on our advertising capacity?
Yeah, I'm happy to start with that. We've worked with CBD supplements in the past, and it is very difficult. So we understand your pain. You're going to want to focus on organic. Email is the OG. It's going to be the biggest sales driver for any brand. So you're going to need to pull in those leads organically through your Instagram, if you're on TikTok, through video storytelling on these platforms. And be sure and bounce those those people over to your email list. That's your main goal, is to get them on your email list so that you have full range to sell there. As far as advertising, you could create landing pages for building up leads. It's just really tricky. You have to be very careful with what you say. So yeah, I think what I could do is maybe find some ingestible CBD brands that are doing something like that, at least gaining leads through advertising, and send them your way. But yeah, you have to be really careful because they can cut your account.
They already have.
Oh, yep.
And that was through a marketing firm that we hired about 2 years ago, and they unfortunately didn't quite understand the limitations and put out a couple ads that got flagged, and our account got disabled. So we recently opened a secondary account, and we're trying to be very, very cautious about it. And so we've been handling all of that in-house to ensure that we don't overstep any boundaries. But it's still very, very difficult. Because we don't want to ruin anything that we've carefully curated so far.
Definitely. Karen, do you have anything to add on the organic front?
Yeah, so we feel your pain. It's so hard. I mean, Allison is our ads and e-com expert, and oh my gosh, every time it would get disabled, and it would happen often, it was just like a disaster. So glad that you guys are being super careful. But just like she said, leaning into organic strategies that have more legs, to everything in that execution plan that we just covered applies still. You're just not doing ads. So you still want to create that landing page. You still want to have that in your bio and Instagram. You still want to be leading people to it. But as much as you can, lean into the organic strategy, organic content strategies that do well for your brand. So for some of our brands, obviously reels are either hit or miss. Carousel posts are always really great. Getting into your stories as much as possible. We're finding that brands that are just more active in stories are getting favored in the algorithm. So more people are seeing their feed as well. So I would honestly pay even more attention to your stories, just getting as many people as you can to like DM you for a link or comment with a link. Use poll stickers that say like, are you interested in getting early bird savings for Black Friday, Cyber Monday? Yes or no. Anybody that clicks yes, you DM the link directly. Just takes a little bit more work. But Yeah, just as much as you can organically.
Awesome, thanks.
Hey guys, I really loved your presentation. Also, sorry, my video is off because I'm not feeling too great today, but I do have a quick question for y'all. I was wondering, just kind of given the shipping delays that we experienced all throughout last year, how do you handle expectations when it comes to like third-party shipping and like logistics, that kind of thing?
Yeah, I would say that yes, of course, some of our clients have experienced this, but as long as you set your expectations, like in the, especially if you are going to see a surge of traffic, having that on your product pages, having just like a disclaimer on your product pages that explains, you know, there might be a delay. You can absolutely do that. We just haven't experienced that too bad with our clients right now. Allison, what would you say on top of just like having a disclaimer on the product page?
Yeah, disclaimer on the product page. The only other thing I can think of is, it's happened before with our clients, and it can a lot of times work in your favor. Asking them like, if you're sold out, asking them to opt in and having another promo once you're back in stock. But in terms of just shipping delays, I think, yeah, just a disclaimer is going to be the best bet.
Okay, awesome. Another question too is if you have a Black Friday deal that is just like killing it and the product the product is sold out pretty quickly, how do you typically handle wait lists? And like, do you have like an email sequence for like when it's back in stock?
Yeah, it's not something that we build out unless we know that it's going to sell out. So generally we'll switch over the product page to an opt-in form. And then once we have the information on when it's available, it's just kind of a couple of email broadcasts, just like we were saying, like another promotion. Of it's back in stock. We probably won't be in stock for too long. So that can a lot of times work in brands' favor.
Awesome. Thank you.
And then Nana, I'm sending you a link in the chat of one of the brands that we worked with that sells CBD. They run ads for their non-CBD SKUs. You still have to be really careful. I think they do have a Facebook rep. So something to consider is maybe building out like pages for your non-CBD SKUs to sell those. And then since they're in your email marketing funnel, then that's where you could maybe upsell your CBD products. Let me share.
Well, first, thank you. And second, when you say building out pages, do you mean on my product detail pages from my site or a separate, completely separate landing page for those products?
Unfortunately, I think it would need to be completely separate
Okay.
just to stay within the guidelines. You don't have to build a new page for every single product, but if you know the top 2 sellers, maybe build out their own landing page that is not connected to your site, so that none of the lingo of CBD is on there for Facebook to crawl. And that's maybe an entry point, so you can get more people coming in with ads.
That's a great idea. All right, I'll work on that this week. Do you have any landing page platforms that you recommend?
Yeah, so we use, oh my gosh, I can't remember the name. Do you remember the name of the one we generally use, Karen?
I'm going to our recommended software thing because I can't remember it either.
Okay, so we use the one that Karen's gonna find. It's a little expensive, but there are some other ones I think that are cheaper. So Unbounce is one that we've used for a client. I believe Zipify, you can create pages, and they also have like upsell, downsell flows. And then another one is Carthook. That one's a little expensive as well, but it has a really nice upsell, downsell flow in the back end of it?
Okay, I'll start with those and start looking into it. Thanks.
Yeah, sorry, we couldn't remember. If we find it, we'll send it to you.
I have another question. When you have these people that are going to be the early birds and are going to be getting the discounts before, like how early do you recommend doing that? Just a day, hours, or to what point is it really an advantage?
Yeah, that's a great question. I mean, some brands that we've worked with will do it hours before, some will do it 24 hours before. Oh, nice. So it depends on what you want. I mean, some brands will do it at the exact same time and just exclude that party, but really you're giving them an early bird offer. You should give it to them a little bit early, especially if you think you're going to sell out. So I would say within 24 hours. Allison, do you have a different answer for that?
No, I think that works.
And
thank you.
Shogun, she remembered.
Okay. Lydia, what is your question? Is it an easy learning curve?
That was Nana's question.
Oh,
Well, that was Lydia commented that they use Shogun. And I'm sorry, that they use Unbound. So I just wanted to know if it was an easy learning curve, given that we got a time crunch. So don't want to spend too much time having to figure out the ins and outs of a landing page. I prefer something that's almost like a drag and drop to just get going.
I think Unbounce it's like a little bit of a plateau. Like if you do the simple things on it and you're not trying to like make something that is a life-changing landing page, it's a pretty solid tool. Like if you have the basics and you kind of know your way around those tools, it's fine. And then I think there's like advanced pieces to it that are like way over my head. So we have like one dude that does it and he's like our Unbounce guy. So that's at least as much as I know. And I've heard pretty similar from the person that does it with us, where it's kind of like, if you're looking to kind of like get the job done and communicate something, it does a good job of that. And I think what we've focused more on is like the way that people lead to the landing pages. Like QR codes have been really amazing for us if you're doing like things that are in the wild marketing activities. So those kind of things have been really helpful. I think it's kind of like expectation management 101 with that tool specifically though. I hope that helps.
It did. Thank you.
Okay, awesome.
Any other questions? This is awesome.
I have a question. Great job, by the way, Karen and Allison. I learned a lot. I actually changed my website a little bit, made sure I was above the fold, and checked my mobile. And so if let's say you have a new list and you don't have that many indoctrinated people like within the month, and how do you just keep retargeting like 10 people or 30 people, or do you kind of create a one ad to lead gen and then another ad to retarget? Like what are your thoughts on that? Like is the landing page with a lead magnet just organic, and then you use ad spend for retargeting? Is that what you suggest? And what happens if I don't have enough people on my email list?
Yeah, are you speaking like strictly Black Friday, Cyber Monday, or?
Yeah, for Black Friday and Cyber Monday. So let's say that I just started my list like a month ago, and I'm starting to post, got my lead magnet, got my landing page, I'm telling family and friends, doing organic, but for some reason it's not converting, right? People just aren't feeling it. And I've got 10 people on my list. And so now it's time for, Black Friday and Cyber Monday. Should I just keep focusing on, hey, look, I'm just gonna make retargeting ads on Facebook for those folks, And or is the retargeting more like you put a pixel on your landing page, and whoever clicks on that pixel, you set your Facebook to that conversion? Or is it more of like, I'm trying to figure out like the best way to handle it when you don't have that many people on your list?
Yeah. So I would say just set low budgets for Black Friday, Cyber Monday. Keep the budget low so that you're not overdoing the frequency. If it because you're not just retargeting those 10 people on your email list, you're retargeting people who have interacted with you on your social profiles or have viewed videos that you've uploaded or have visited your website. So keep the budget low. Moving past Black Friday, Cyber Monday, I would start running cold traffic to your lead magnets. It's just going to be expensive for the rest of the year. So you could, I would still probably run like a small budget campaign to that lead magnet to see how those people are converting. And then, up it in Q1. Did I answer your
for sure
question? Okay.
Yeah. And do you also, I guess, have specific ads for specific like pixels or like, actions, like for someone who, clicks on the lead magnet, then another one who clicks on the website, then another one that's abandoned cart. Like, do you have several different types of ads for each one of those actions?
That's a really good question. Maybe a year ago, I would have said yes, get granular, but post iOS 14, we don't really have that. We don't have that luxury anymore, which is fine. It makes, we preach a simple campaign structure. So now what we do is we group all those people together in, so like those warm leads and those hot leads all get grouped together in an audience, and they get served the same type of ads, because you can no longer get granular, especially if you're smaller, because there's not enough data. There's not going to be enough attribution for Facebook.
Gotcha.
So makes it easy. Just clump them all together.
Awesome. That makes sense. And then the last one is basically down that line, when Black Friday and Cyber Monday and everything in the holiday season is done, you now create a separate list for, of course, your buyers and of course your I guess just your leads who haven't bought. Right? Have you found a way? Is it better now just to keep it on the same list, or do you segment it, one's for buyers and one's for just leads?
I would say, that's sophisticated email marketing.
Yeah,
getting that segmented for the people that did sign up for Black Friday and didn't purchase. We see huge open rates and click-through rates and good revenue from those opt-ins. But I love that idea to send follow-up campaigns, and maybe with just like a much smaller discount. So say your discount for Black Friday, Cyber Monday is 40% off site-wide. Anybody who didn't purchase, you can send them an email afterwards and segment the non-purchasers from that, and send them like just in case you're still interested, we're gifting you 20% for the holidays or something like that. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, maybe they got inundated with other emails. So I think that's a cool idea.
Okay, good. Awesome. Well, that's all I have. Thank you so much. This is super helpful.
As a consumer, just knowing all the brands that are in your inbox personally, man, this stuff works, because I definitely buy things from these efforts, right? So we know for sure this works. This is an awesome conversation. Does anyone else have any questions, since we have about 10-15 minutes left?
Yeah, I have one final question. During Black Friday, Cyber Monday weekend, or the week leading up to it, how often should we be emailing, or before we become a nuisance and someone unsubscribes?
Yeah, that's a good question. So are you talking like just your broadcasts, or Black Friday, Cyber Monday in particular?
Black Friday, Cyber Monday in particular.
For those emails, generally we're sending that one email that's asking people to opt in. So you're sending an email that is asking people to opt in. They will get taken to that landing page that you build in Klaviyo or MailChimp or wherever your email server is. And then outside of that, you're not doing too much hype because you don't want to get annoying. You can always send for non-openers who didn't open that opt-in email, send it to the non-openers too afterwards. But honestly, not too much Black Friday, Cyber Monday stuff is happening, especially because if your ads are running, if you're blasting them on social media or organic social, it's just a lot all at once. But yeah, Allison, would you say that you would recommend like a certain number of emails prior?
Yeah, I would say like max 2 to get them on the early bird list. 1 might be fine. And like Karen was saying, for those who didn't open the email, resend it to them, try to get them on the list with a resend. So you're doing less work. But besides that, what we like, because you're sending 80% value as well. So besides that, we like to make little footer banners in our value emails. So if you're sending like a weekly broadcast that's like purely education, or if it's twice a month, maybe like starting now, starting in November, add a little banner to the bottom of the email, and it's like early bird waitlist opt-in. So it's value, and it's like, oh, by the way, we have this. So you're not, doing too much.
That makes sense. And I like that. I like adding a footer on the email. So I'll, implement that for my email list coming up in 2 days.
Nice.
I think more of my question was, once I've got my group, everybody's signed up and I'm sending now what my offers are for Black Friday. How many times should I email them? So for example, there's a company that I signed up for and they email me. First, they email me every day. Right now, I get an email every day and a text every day, sometimes several times a day, depending on their offer. But as we're ramping up and leading to Black Friday, I'm now starting to get like 3 a day. So I'm really curious to see what they're going to do the week of Black Friday. Like, is it going to be 5 or 6 emails a day? And I'm going to buy. I know I already know that, but my goodness, like it feels like a nuisance. What's too much or too little?
Well, I think you answered your own question, really. I am more on the aggressive side of email. I think Karen and she kind of balances me out. I like to send an email every day during a promotion and then 2 to 3 at the end of the promotion. That can be too much. You know your consumers. So I'm interested in what Karen thinks.
Yeah. Oh man. Wow. It depends on the brand and how confident they are. Some really big brands that have true advocates and like huge lists and mega sales, they can kind of do what they want because they can risk it. I wouldn't personally do that. We don't personally do that for our clients, and Allison and I are a good balance of this. So generally we will do like an announcement email. We'll send it to non-openers. You can send it to non-purchasers too. And then you can send a follow-up email. Say if you have it the whole weekend on like Cyber Monday, you can remind them of it, and then you can resend to non-purchasers and non-openers. But honestly, it's those announcement emails, and then also the early bird announcement that you're sending to those people that opted in. So it could be like 3 emails over that course of that weekend, but
yeah,
it depends how confident you are with your audience.
Yeah. And how engaged they are. I mean, I would say we generally do like, this is just a general plan. So it changes for each brand, but Thursday, early bird, Friday announcement, maybe resend to non-openers later Friday, Saturday, potentially another email, Sunday, maybe skip Sunday. And then Monday is your final day to push. Maybe 1 to 2 on Monday.
I'll split the difference between Karen and Allison. It's like 4.5.
It also, and like we were saying, if you're low, if you're not hitting your numbers, we honestly are pivoting that whole weekend. We are pivoting and we're understanding, are we going to hit it? Are we not? What do we need to do? Do we need to write another email? We like to be as prepared as possible, but you set your goals and you want to hit them. So yeah, I think that's the best I can give you.
Yeah, I honestly don't think that, man, I can't say forever, but the majority of times that we've like sent a reminder because we wanted to hit our goals, we generally get some revenue from it. So I love that answer from Allison. It's just like, figure out your goals. And if you're getting close, maybe one more can push them over the edge in a good way, not a bad way.
All right, I've been living in the background over here, just listening and then hearing about the text messaging thing. For this dinner club that I run, we now have like a product package that we're offering, and we have a texting platform, but we're always really hesitant to use it because it feels pretty invasive. So like for your clients, how often is okay for a text message? Because, you know, we're putting out, let's say like 2 events a month, and then we still have this like bakery box item that we're shipping out monthly as well. Like once a day is way overkill. I would unsubscribe it on the second day if someone sent me a text message, but I'm interested to know what you guys think is overkill on a text campaign.
Yeah, we honestly just started with SMS in the past few months with our clients because it's always been like a moral dilemma, to be quite honest. It's like, it is very personal, but the data doesn't lie and the results are there. So we generally do, for SMS, less is definitely more. And it's for your big announcements. It's for your big promos. It's for, you know, your micro lots or like specific launches or anything like that. But we don't do it right now for just like everyday announcements. So maybe you said you had 2 events a month. We don't know until you test it. So you could test just doing a text per event, and hope maybe like if you can swing in like a special deal with it. That's what I would recommend, but definitely less is more for SMS for right now in our experience.
Yeah, and I would treat SMS how you treat your email leads as well. So we typically like to segment out our email leads and send to people who have engaged with like the past 5 emails. They get the majority of our content. People that haven't engaged, they don't get as much. They'll get like the big promos. So same with SMS. I know like Kettle and Fire used to send me a text every single week, but I did not engage with any of them. Now I just get the big promos maybe once a month. So just utilize segmentation. But like Karen is saying, with those big events, I would definitely try to promote them with SMS and just understand how people feel about it.
Yeah, awesome. And to follow up on that, when you say engage, is that an open or is that them clicking on thing in your email?
So typically it means both, but with iOS 15 happening, you're going to need to transfer that like behavior-based segments to clicks, because we're going to get, with iOS 15, I'm not sure if you've heard about this, we're not going to be able to know who all has opened emails. So segment with clicks. Yeah, it's fun.
And the same for SMS. Like most people are going to get their text messages because you just see it, but definitely clicks.
All right. Thank y'all.
All right, y'all, 5 more minutes and I have a blender going in the background. Any final questions?
I will say we'll share this with you, Katrina, the slide deck, if that's helpful for anyone. send it
Yeah,
out?
so my plan is I'll send the slide deck out to this group. I took some notes and I'll summarize, you know, what we talked about here today, and I'll send that to both of you before we publish that. But you know, I think this was an awesome conversation, and you know, I think these forums are meant to get into the tactical. I also have this surprise guest here in my lap that's refusing to leave, but you know, I think that this is definitely the place for these types of conversations. So I appreciate everyone taking the time, and Karen and Allison, as always, you guys just know so much, just so much.
So do y'all. All of you know so much.
Is your wait list going to open before the end of the year?
For the course? Waitlist is live now. The course is going to launch. It's like our version 2.0. It's better than ever at the end of this month or next month, November 30th, hopefully.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right, y'all. Any last parting words? Mitchell, thank you so much. And Lydia, thank you so much for you know, continuing to host and facilitate these forums. I really appreciate it. This is Autumn. Autumn appreciates it also.
Yeah, and thank you so much, Katrina, for helping us just put this together, and everyone on this call. I really hope you learned a lot. I did, and it's great also, Allison and Karen, that you're promoting your online course, because I have an online course, and that's what I'm going to do for my Black Friday sale. So I see you're doing it here. And so all these questions, it's really just, it's helpful for me too. So it's not just products. It also helps with, you know, what is it, courses or whatnot. So thanks so much. And everyone on here, remember, last Saturday of every month, I believe you might have gotten a link to sign up for the forum, and please share with other folks, because I think next month will be an amazing topic as well. We're going to be, there's not going to be one in December, because we're all going to be out and about enjoying time with family and friends, and I'm not sure where else, but we'll be on vacay, but we'll be picking it up back in January. So thank you so much, and we'll see you next time.
And I just want to call out, we also have a great conversation coming up on Friday featuring women in CPG. We are featuring Shada from Restart CBD, and also Minal Bhakta from Perk, and that'll be an intimate conversation. So really excited for that event. So feel free to hop over to the Naturally Awesome website and sign up for that. And we'll see you Friday morning also. Y'all have a great day.
Bye, everyone. Thank you.
Thank
Bye.
you.